Hello, beautiful, and welcome. Today, I wanted to jump on and do this video about one of the questions I get a lot. I've gotten that so much over the last 6 weeks, and that is meaning, how can I be more confident in my sales conversations? How can I say my price more confidently when I'm on a high ticket sales call? And we're going to talk about that today. But first, welcome. If this is your first time here, my name is Mimi Dabo, and I'm a high ticket business coach. I work with spiritual female coaches to help them quickly add multiple 6 figures or 7 figures to their coaching income. You know, there's so many ways to create confidence in your sales conversation. And the most practical ways to practice. You practice your sales conversation, you master the skill of sales, it becomes mastery. 90 times, 90 sales conversations, sales mastery. But before we get to any sales mastery, today I just want to talk about one of the most intuitive gifts that you can give to yourself when it comes to sales conversations and be more confident talking about your price and about what you do, about who you support, about how you support them and how they can work with you. And that is to keep your promises to yourself, to be in integrity with your word. Now, what does that mean or even look like in real life? Let's say that you say you're going to walk 10,000 steps every day for the next 6 weeks. And it's been 5 weeks and you haven't done it. Or maybe you've only done 2,000 steps for the last 2 weeks. You feel like crap, okay? Because you've lied to yourself. You haven't kept your word to yourself. And here's the funny part. As moms, we keep our promises to our kids, you keep your promise to your husband, you keep your promise to your teacher, your kids' teachers, you keep your promise to your clients, you keep your promise everywhere but to the one person that it matters the most, yourself. You're not being in integrity with your word when it comes to who you want to be in the world. So let's say you decide that you want to eat healthier for the next 3 weeks, and it's been 6 weeks and you haven't started on that journey yet. You start to feel bad, like, gosh, I can't even do the things I say I want to do. You have the laundry, it's not yet folded. You say we're going to fold that 6 weeks ago. I mean, I've done that. And now it's still there and you start to feel like, oh God, I can't even fold the laundry. You say you're going to pay all your bills on time and you're not doing it. I remember when I was going through my financial breakdown and I refused to open my mail for a whole year. And I had 12 months worth of mail sitting down right in front of the table where I would hold my sales conversations. And I was sitting on the call looking at the mail going, gosh, Mimi, you can't even open your mail and pay your bills on time. And you over here charging at the time $25,000 to work with you. Seriously? And I felt so out of integrity that all my confidence just went out like it just went away because I was lying to myself. I wasn't being honest with myself. And be careful, it's not imposter syndrome. It's not feeling like a fraud. It's you treating yourself like crap. It's mental violence, mental abuse against yourself. Because here you are putting everybody at the top of the list and you're down here feeling like zero, feeling like nothing, feeling like crap, showing up on the sales call feeling that way and expect to sit there and be confident. See, being precedes doing. So you can do all the things. You can go get all the sales scripts, but that doesn't mean a darn thing if you're not being the woman who is doing what she says she wants to do to step up her next version in the world, okay? So who you're being to yourself is more powerful than taking 20 more sales trainings or hiring the best sales coach in the world. Because the being shows up eventually and it corrupts everything else, it sabotages everything else, and that's why we show up like, I don't know what to say, I feel like a fraud, it's not working out for me, I'm not closing sales. It's because you're not being your word to yourself. And for me, I actually had to pray about this. So for me, it was, Lord, just please enhance my integrity with others and help me to restore integrity with myself. Because that was my biggest problem. I was saying yes to everyone else but myself. I wasn't taking care of me. I wasn't doing the things that I said I was going to do. And after like 1 week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks or even a year, it felt like I was lying to myself and I felt like I did not have any integrity and I felt a lack of confidence because every time you say no to you, every time you have mental abuse against yourself, you squeeze confidence out of yourself, your subconscious. You squeeze integrity out of you, and you feel like you don't deserve to go ask for the money. You don't deserve to work with a person that you want to work with. Then you start to settle. Okay, we do that everywhere in life. When you're feeling confident, you don't settle for the guy who treats you like crap. You go for the person that you want. But when you don't take care of yourself and you let yourself slide into that phase of, I don't matter, everybody else is 10 and I'm a 1, you can't show up confidently. So my invitation to you today, before you even start practicing sales calls, before you go get the other 20 sales strategies that are out there, is to first be in integrity with yourself. Be your word. Keep the promises that you make to yourself. If you say you're going to drink 5 cups of water every day, drink the 5 cups of water every day, or at least 4. If you say you're going to call 2 people every day to reach out for referrals or maybe leads, then do that. If you're going to write a blog post every Friday, write the blog post every Friday. If you're going to send an email out to your list once a week, send it out once a week. Be in integrity. Keep your promises to yourself. Do that over a period of 21 days. And I promise you, you're going to be confident. You're going to master confidence in a sales conversation because you're going to show up in integrity. And when you do that, when you keep your promise to yourself, that is self-love. That is self-compassion. That is you giving yourself love. You can't show up in a sales conversation and be compassionate, be curious, and be loving with your potential client when you haven't given it to yourself. You're pouring out of an empty cup. And what happens is like magic. When you intuitively do this for at least 1, 2, or 3 weeks, you start to fill your cup up with love. And then when you show up on the sales call, you're confident, not because you think I'm going to close this sale, because this person might not even be qualified to work with you. You might not want to work with them, so that's beside the point. You show up with love on the call to give love because that's who you've been. That's what you've been pouring into yourself. And whether the person on the call says yes to working with you or says no to themselves or their dreams, you're completely and blissfully unattached to the outcome of the sales call because your only job, the only thing that you are showing up for is to pour love into that potential client. And when you do your part and show up in love, you always get back what you want. So be in integrity. Give your promise, make your promises to yourself and keep them. When you keep your promises, you get love. You give yourself love. When you give yourself love, you can show up on the call in love, ready to pour out more love. And it doesn't matter how the call goes. It doesn't matter what happens on the call. You're confident knowing that you are being the woman that you're committed to be. And once you be her, anything else is possible. And that's how you show up on your call, confident. Say yes to you, okay? So if you resonate with this, let me know what part of this you resonate with. And if this has been going on in your life, what exactly have you dropped the ball on? Where have you said no to you? And how are you going to start saying yes to yourself? How are you going to show up for you so you can show up confident on the sales conversation? It's great to go out there and put on your confidence jacket, but if you're not confident inside and feel like crap inside, it's going to show up in the call and it's going to sabotage your sales call. If you resonate with this, hit subscribe and come back for more, because everything high ticket sales, high ticket marketing, high ticket pricing, high ticket packaging, and so much more is right here on this channel. It's been really great having you.